This is Hound. That's all you need to know.
Let's go.
Got the War for Cybertron series right here. Clearly, it's a siege. Sometimes I don't know where to point at, but, you know, nice box. Really nice over here. Rotate it all the way around. You got nice images in the back right there. Tells you how many steps it takes to change it. And then over here, you can see that clearly that in New Zealand, in Australia, that's the numbers you have to call to get help. I take out the black light. I can show you some cool things about this package right now, and it's all these little hidden secret details. Now, if you go on the Hasbro site, you can find those on there, and you can actually put those in, and it will give you a little map of where each one is. Now, the box is nice. It's quite firm, but I do have one problem with it. It seems kind of flimsy when it's sitting on a shelf. I don't like a clamshell. I prefer styrofoam, but forget about that. Now, we've got them out of the box right here. Try transforming them. First thing you got to do is you got to put that back flap right there, and it's weird to do. It doesn't feel like it's like something it's supposed to be doing, but it's exactly what you are supposed to do with it. Take the arms, move those in. Make sure you get the pegs out real quick, and then you're going to see that there's going to be some weird pegs on the inside here, and you got to move the arms around just right. As long as his head's down, you're going to be okay. Those pegs go inside of there, and then once you get down to the legs, you got to take down the feet, move out the inside part, and those will do a weird flip around thing as I drop it, clearly. And those rotate the opposite direction of what you think they will rotate at. Look how big those get. That's just nuts to me. Take those, bring those all the way around to the front, and once you get down towards the front, it's going to be a little bit rough, but there's going to be a peg that you're going to have to put it into after you get the backpack in the exact right position. See how rough that is? Yeah, it just flips around. So once you get that down there and you get it to the right place, you're going to notice several different things that are going to really annoy you. That peg right there has to go in there. Very, very precise. Same thing for the other side. It's going to be a little bit rougher over there. Scrunch them in. Get them in there real nice like. And now, you basically have the entire car format. Now, the arms are going to have to like go back down, and they have their own pegs that those go into. So make sure you got the wrist on the right position right there. You need it to go down and exactly fit into that one little slot. It's kind of rough to get in there, but you can get it in there eventually. And then you got it. And once you have that, everything seems like it's going to be cool. But you might be wrong because you got to kind of push that head down a little bit. But there it is, in all of its glory, Hound. Not a huge fan of the front window on that guy. Here we have his energy rifle. And then over here is a shoulder-mounted cannon. I like it a lot, but it is missing the tip of it, which is supposed to plug in right there. And it doesn't come with the toy or the action figure. I'm sorry. But it's supposed to have that there. And then we have this weird thing. I don't know what this is. It might be a tire that goes on his back. It might be something that hooks up to the gun. It definitely hooks up to the gun. And as you can see, as we go past this, that rifle and that shoulder-mounted cannon can sit right on top of the car, and that back part definitely looks like a spare tire, but it's so small.
The only thing I don't really like about this guy is the weird backpack thing going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of cable back there, and that's basically a thing that they do where they make a backpack out of parts of the Transformer that goes back into the rest of him when he goes into his alternate mode. In his instance of like a Jeep. So like there's a lot of things they put into the backpack. And it's not my favorite, but I've seen a lot worse.
He does have a nice paint job though.
Yeah. And I like the Siege series. They got that weird battle damaged look to it. It's not my favorite by any means. And I'm really looking forward to the Earthrise series because that's going to be a much more clean look. It's not going to be them on Cybertron fighting. I don't know how much you know about Transformers, like from like G1 and like the cartoons and comic books, but they start off having a war there. They move to Earth, and eventually look a little bit cleaner. I kind of like that dirty look for that, and I'm really hoping the clean look's going to look really nice.
He is also he feels light, but he doesn't feel cheaply made.
No, I don't feel like it's cheaply made at all. There is a lot of gaps though, like in the back of his legs, and I feel like they could have made it like one more like hinge,
like a flap to cover it. Or...
yeah, something like that. Not necessarily like a masterpiece series, but like something that just could fold over and just be there. You know, like maybe the tire comes back or something like that. I mean, especially when you're doing a series where they're not necessarily Earth-based things. I mean, he's definitely a Jeep, but he's supposed to be on a different planet at that point, and that's like their fast travel version of like their ideas of like you can be like a humanoid kind of like a robot, or you can be like a fast travel vehicle to get around the planet type of a thing. But he's definitely a Jeep.
Oh yeah,
and I feel like you could have made like one more flap on the back of there and made it like less G1 accurate, and just had that flap fill in that little space in the back.
Well, size comparisons.
Sounds good to me. What do we got first?
We have Red Alert. We'll unbox that guy soon.
Which means we'll have to put him back inside of the box to be able to do that. About the same size.
Next up here, we have a family-sized box of Cheez-Its.
Because family size is very important. Look how tall that is compared to him. And then we have the grab bag box of Cheez-Its, which I've been eating for a little while today. Get this out of the way, because I'm going to munch on that in a second.
Next up, like Tears from Heaven, we have my favorite sauce of all time, Ortega.
Oh, I think it's everybody's favorite sauce of all time. You can put it on anything. It's a little bit taller than him, but I'm okay with that. They should really make an Ortega Transformer.
Next up, we have Zelda Link's Awakening for the Game Boy.
Love me some Game Boy. You can play. You can go any place you want to with it. It's on the go. Throw that over there.
And since we're near the kitchen, I have my fire extinguisher.
It's not a full-size one, but it makes sure that your home is safe. They're not quite scaled to each other, but we'll set that over there.
And lastly, I have a large stem wine glass.
Yeah, and it's completely empty, which is a little bit of a problem, so let me fix that.
Well, that was Hound.
Okay, guys, click like, subscribe. I'm going to go finish this real quick, and then I got to do some stuff downstairs. Also, I just made a little bit of a mess, and not 100% sure we have a garbage can in this, in the office here. See ya!